Hey everyone, this is John from EastCoastArmory.com. I'm here at the Red Bull Military Vehicle Show, and here today we have the owner of this Sabre light tank, specifically Sabre. It's not a Scimitar, even though Reconnaissance vehicle, absolutely.
For the purists.
Now, if anyone is wondering, I actually done a couple videos of this same exact vehicle. One was a detailed walk around, and the other was I actually took a spin on this vehicle about 2 years ago. 2 years. And hopefully I get another chance to take a spin on it. This thing is fun to ride on. But enough with me talking. Let me just pan off to the owner, who's this gentleman right over here. Just state your name and...
Name's Ron. I imported this in about 4 years ago. And, you know, toys are toys.
And when you imported, was it intact or did you have to do a restoration?
It was fully restored. I know an arms dealer in England, and I had a Stuart light tank that I wasn't getting finished, and the kids were getting older and we needed something to play with, so I made a deal with the devil and traded it for a fully restored Sabre, and I gave him my Stuart light tank.
And just to shut up the internet know-it-alls, what makes this a Sabre versus a Scimitar?
Okay, first of all, most people don't recognize the different turrets, but any that you see this metal ring, that is a Sabre. Because what happened was in 94, 95, they decommissioned the Scorpions. And they also decommissioned the Fox Armor car. So what they did was they took the Fox Armor car turret and mated them to the Scorpion. That made it a Sabre. Now later years went on, the British government actually built what they use now is the Scimitar. You'll notice this ring's not here because they built a turret to fit right on the hull. And that's the difference between two. Plus I think the Sabre is the one that has the chain gun, and a Scimitar does not. So, but I believe they're both 30mm Rardin cannons.
Okay.
So
now, I'm pretty sure the comment section is going to be a little blaze, but we got that out of the way.
To my knowledge, that's exactly what I know.
What's the year on this?
This hull was made in 1983 as a Scorpion, and then in '93 it was put in storage. And then it was slated to be, I think they call it Scorpioned, which is to have it redone with the Fox turret. So at like 94, 95, it says when it was done for that. And then I believe it was an airport guard.
Cool.
So, yeah, and a lot of times what you have to always look at, what's neat about history on British vehicles is just 49, 18, 19.
Yeah.
That call sign's with the vehicle from new. So if I ever wanted to know where this was, like you see pictures in books, I actually have pictures they sent me of the crew on it and who they were and where they were. So a lot of guys that own these tanks have pictures, the crew names, everything of where they were.
The Brits are.
All you got to do is look in the picture and go, "Hey, that was my vehicle."
The Brits are pretty good with their license plates.
They're very good to know where their equipment is.
Yeah, they're pretty good with that.
Yeah, but now I mean, besides. Of course, they didn't give me the Rardin gun to mill or anything, but...
so the barrel is just a dummy tube, or...?
It's a dummy tube with a real flash hider on the end. They had it milled to put on.
Yeah.
Of course, there's no chain gun barrel. But, Connor, we never opened it. The whole thing in here. I have the whole night sight, scope, everything's in there.
Fully functional?
Oh, everything in there is beautiful.
Now,
last night we had there's a fire all the way at the end by that house. I mean, that's a long ways away.
Oh, I see the roof all the way from here.
He spun the turnaround last night and could dial in as close as I am to you. You can see the people's faces. So the sights work beautifully.
One question I have is on the smoke grenade launchers. You have those two holes. Was that done for
demilling? This is demilling. Okay, because unfortunately the ATF considered...
It's a pressure
each one of these tubes would have been a DD, a destructive device.
Yeah, that's $200 a pop.
Yeah, and I wanted the original ones because you could buy the fake ones that look good, but this is all original, and you can even see the detonators inside.
I got you.
So I'd rather have all the original stuff.
Yeah, I figured it was a demil. I just was a little hazy on it.
And it's on the top too. You just can't see that.
Yeah, they're all the way up top. You can't see them.
No,
so it's where they could get to them.
Yeah, no, it looks good.
But no, I mean, she runs, as you saw, beautifully.
She runs great.
It gets very hot inside.
By the way, engine, it's gas?
It still has the gas J60 Jaguar.
Okay.
And it's got the TN15 transmission in it.
How is the reliability? Because, vintage Jaguar is not exactly known.
Here's the thing. Back in the day, these blew motors all the time. They'd blow the rods right out the side of the block. That's how the military used them, because this has a 7-speed transmission. Now, first gear is creeper gear, and you literally do not move in creeper gear, but it will go wherever you want it to go in creeper. The military would start them off in third and lug the motors down, and that beats the motors really hard. And the other thing is too, these would sit on the firing line where your gas pedal is inside. There's a linkage with a wing nut. They crank the RPMs up to like 4,000 RPMs and put the wing nut down. That way they weren't using off the batteries on the firing line. So these motors in the military were treated pretty harsh. Now I'm online with a lot of guys that own these, and there's of course there's a debate which is better, diesel or gas. I love the gas. This thing boogies. I mean, the thrill driving this is it's inexplainable. I mean, you know, you sit there and it's almost like a motorcycle. I keep my foot on the thing. When I get into a turn, I click the thing down because it turns by what gear you're in. I yank that stick, get through the turn, click it right back up, and I'm back to flying. So, I mean, they drive so well. Reliability is really good on these. You take care of them, they'll take care of you. And
you said diesel, so these were also diesel-fied?
Yes. Later in life, they put diesels in them. Like, and I think all the new ones now are all diesel.
Do you know the make and model of the diesel, or?
Oh, not off the top of my head.
Okay.
I forget.
All right.
I don't remember if it's a Cummins or a Perkins. I don't remember. But a lot of guys are actually doing the diesel conversion. It gets a different exhaust. They have to change things around. And also, it gets a different transmission. It's a TN15. Oh, geez. There's another suffix after. I can't remember. But it's a little bit heavier duty transmission to take the torque. Because, you know, a diesel, you got a lot of torque.
Yeah.
So the guys love their diesels, and the guys love their gas. But me, it's all gas.
And obviously suspension's all original.
Well, the track, when I got it, was around 90% or so.
Okay.
Because they say it by the pads on it.
The pads, yeah.
So it's really good for the road. All the road wheels were near new. You know, but I got spares. I got another transmission, another motor, another set of track, all new, another set of road wheels. You know, whenever I find something, you buy it. You know, you can get it. It's always good to have spares.
Yeah, absolutely. Torsion bars, how have they been holding up?
Really good, because, you know, when you had your ride in it, you know how it takes those bumps over there?
I can attest it's awesome.
Yeah. I bought them because there's left and right torsion bars.
Okay.
And they slip into these hubs in there. They have a spline and they all go in.
Yeah.
But, you know, for how much I drive it, this is, you know, what did I just give? Like 20 some rides?
Yeah, and I missed every one of them, unfortunately.
We were out there filming. Of course, we had a near miss with a car who stopped dead in front of me coming in.
I tried to do the Tiananmen Square thing. Yeah.
Just so everybody knows, there is a foot brake. Good luck stopping the vehicle pushing it. Your best bet is to kick it down and let off the gas.
Laws of physics, man. Laws of physics.
But that is nice about this. I never use a foot brake.
Yeah.
Unless I'm sitting here loading somebody and I have my foot on the foot brake so it doesn't roll. Mm-hmm. As soon as you let off the gas, these are slowing down. Mm. Oh yeah, they're very nimble, very nimble. So, no, everything on it is you know.
What about the elevation transverse? Is that? Is that fully functional too?
Fully functional. Inside there's a handle and it ratchets.
Okay.
So you ratchet it one way, as you turn it, it's real slow for aiming. But if you need to spin this turret fast, you ratchet it down, it'll spin like on a dime.
So is it manual or is it mechanical?
Manual.
So it's just manual. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. That's pretty
cool. It's got 24 volt system, you got 2 batteries in the floor, that's the hull, but then you got 2 more in the turret. A lot of times when they were sitting on certain duties, you would have the hull power switch off. But the turret could turn theirs on and still work everything in the turret. Their interior lights and all that. So, but when I turn on the hull power and start it, it will charge the turret batteries. So it comes out of there's a box on the side where everything goes through it.
That's pretty cool.
And and then it comes out and it charges it. So, yeah. I mean, for the price of tanks these days, if you wanted just something to have fun, the gun tanks are a lot more, but a lot of guys are buying like the Spartans and stuff that are personnel carriers.
Yeah,
They're just as fun to drive.
Still, it's the same exact chassis, you know,
and
right?
as you saw, I'm only fitting 2-3 people in at a time.
Yeah.
You know, little kids. I don't like taking little kids, but it's hard to say no. I go slow, and they have to have an adult holding them. They have to be up because you see when you kick down, you go from 4 to 3. It stands on its nose because the transmission has a high pressure and a low pressure.
Right.
And when you go from 4 to 3, you're going from high to low. So it really stops the vehicle. You're supposed to slow down a lot before you do that.
Okay.
So, and you can lose your teeth because, you know, metal doesn't give.
No, it don't. No, it don't. The aluminium armor on that thing is a little bit stronger than your gum line. So.
But no, otherwise it's loads of fun. Maintenance-wise, isn't too bad, you know. Of course, with any tracked vehicle, you got a lot of maintenance.
Yeah, you're gonna.
Just this morning, I had to pump the track back up. You know.
Oh, you had to adjust the tension on it.
Back here on the track, this is a Christie suspension, no return rollers. This piston right here, you see how it sticks out? You can see the shiny.
Yeah.
That's what adjusts the track. You open up this cap and you put a grease gun in there.
Oh, like a bulldozer or an excavator.
Yep. Yeah. And you pump that in there. and that'll come out. Now
Okay.
on these vehicles here, you go to the center road wheel and you measure from right under your box to the top of the track. Now on a Scorpion, it's, well, Sabre Scorpion are pretty much the same. It's around 6 inches. So, and that's how you know you're good.
Okay.
6 inches at the top end. I keep it at 6 inches because it seems to go real nice.
It's been running like a charm.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it's not like you've been throwing track.
Normally it doesn't tear up the ground that bad, but I have done so many rides.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, pretty much.
When you turn, it tends to start taking all the grass.
No, the RC ones do the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the big tanks take the road and pile it up.
Right.
But this one's not that bad.
No.
You can drive this on the road.
What's the total weight of this thing?
I believe a Sabre is around 9.5 combat loaded.
Okay.
All the others are a little bit lighter. I believe it's because of like you have this big metal ring and you know it's a different load because of the kind of turret with the chain gun and that.
Right.
So, but no, most of them are 8.5, I think. So they're not real heavy, you know, depending on what you call heavy. Hey, bring me back a rake then.
Well, that's pretty much everything we need to know on this this gorgeous little vehicle here. All right, so like I stated before, I have a couple videos already on the channel of this vehicle in more depth, and I want to give special thanks to the owner here who graciously let me interview him, and also for bringing this vehicle out to these shows all the time, which allows me to
never miss it.
Exactly, it allows me to videotape it and show it all to you. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off, and I'll catch you guys again on the next one. Special thanks again to the owner. Peace out.
Thanks.